YouTube, what's going on? Jeffy, I am. Welcome to OK, Let's Talk About It. This morning, leaving the gym, man, I had a good workout. And I do my thinking in the gym. So when I got to thinking more, I got to thinking about friends. Do we really have friends? It's 2024, and I start to look around. I have a small circle. So that made me think about friends. For instance, I have a homeboy I've that's been my best friend and my god brother for 33 years. His mother is my mother's his mother. His family's my family is his family, and vice versa. And we had a long talk yesterday, and I kind of grabbed some things out of that. One is the question came up, why didn't I call? Well, let me take it back. I gave him a small description of what happened from what I know from my TBI and the problems that come afterwards. And the question came up as, "Hey man, how come you didn't call me? How come you just didn't call me?" And I had to explain to him. For one, I could not talk; my throat was seized. For two, I didn't know where I was till about 7 months. I started coming out of the state I was in, and we sat back and we talked. And before my TBI, I lived maybe 9 blocks from him. With work, he's been on this job for a while, and with my work schedule, we seen each other every now and then, but we really never sat back and kind of, chop it up. And families intertwined. We haven't did that in years, right? But it made me think. My caregiver, my mom, everybody's around. He didn't reach out to anybody. He just reached out directly to me. And he knows my ex-wife. He knows people that actually knew what happened. So I got to thinking, is that really my friend? And I always consider him as my brother. We got seventh grade on up. We got a lot of time together, a lot of things that friends go through, family go through. And then I got to thinking, I said, well, let me give this man some grace because he's been there a lot of times people haven't. And when my TBI happened, I had so much going on and I was never in town. I was always working. I was in and out of town. And when it all went down, maybe he didn't know who to really call or um, reach out to. But I think that's BS because in my life, there's only a couple of people that know where I'm at all times that can get a hold of me. If something was to ever happen, you can hit me, you know. And I think it's funny also because on social media, he's connected to my family, my kids, and people in my life, my caregivers. So I think that's a bunch of BS. But when I think about it, I'm a grown man. All the other things I've been through in life, I've kind of got through. Then I got to thinking about other people. I have people that invited me out, and this is as of post TBI. People that invite me to go out, have a good time, and sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. For the most part, I don't, and people take offense to that, and I wonder why. So last night, I called someone because these questions was pondering in my mind. So I asked them, I was like, "Yo, why are people having why are people this way and that way?" And I'm speaking about people we mutually know. One thing came up as, "Oh, Jeff, he only gonna come at night." Wait, excuse me, he's not gonna come at night, and if he does, he's gonna leave. You're correct. I can't drive at night. I can't see at night. I'm blind in my right eye, so I have restrictions, and I'm only gonna stay a couple hours or maybe an hour because I'm not. That's not my life no more. Loud music and people. I have an anxiety issue, so I don't hang out, and I don't really want to. I go as I please, right? Another thing. Oh, if he comes, he's gonna bring a plus one. You're right. If it's I live 2-3 hours away from my old life. So yes, if I come, I'm bringing a +1 or a +2 because I'm gonna have a good time. Believe that. And I'm gonna make sure I get home right, and I'm gonna make sure if I get tired, I got somebody there that can assist me. I know it's a headache, but that's just how my life is, and I don't have any problem with it. So why should you? So I decided not to go, right. And another thing that was brought up was, oh, he don't drink, he's antisocial, blah blah blah. It's not that. It's because I've always lived my life out of town. When I come in town, these relationships I have with people are not the same. And for some reason, people like me, I've always been kind of flashy, arrogant, or whatever you say. And I'm humble now. But things from my past life have turned people off. People say I've been extra, this and that. But what I notice is outgoing people and people that are forward thinking. Because I took a lot of risks when my friends didn't. During high school, the day after I graduated, I moved out of town. And I didn't, that's just how I've always been. But I realized when you a go-getter or you do stuff without the norm, they call you goofy, they make fun of you or whatever. But I'm looking at things now. A lot of people have my style where I'm from. I'm not saying that I'm a big trendsetter, but I'm saying there's people around me have picked up things, you know. So the friend I was talking to about all this is a female, and I got her perspective on it. And what I got from a certain percentage of my friends is they wish I would come out more. They miss seeing me with me and my kids out all the time. And I took that, and I was thankful because knowing that people care about me, I don't need a whole host of friends. I never have. But just knowing that, the person I am is still respected. Well, I don't care about none of that, but it's fine, and it makes me feel good inside when I figure when I actually know someone cares. And it's a whole crew of people that care about me. I'm just not around enough to reciprocate that love. And when I was working out today, I just got to thinking. When I fell and I had this brain injury, people didn't come see me in the hospital. People didn't come see me in the nursing home. And then when I moved out here, I got a few calls, and still people was arguing with my caregiver, talking, or when I finally got on the phone, arguing with me about how come I didn't call. How can I call you when I can't talk or know where I'm at? But again, just thinking on it, to tell you the truth, I really let me rephrase that. I do care, but I care if you care about me. If you don't, we grown. I don't owe anybody anything. We grown and we go our own different ways. We make different decisions. Mine have led me to a lot of different things, and others have too. No, I have not chose always the right thing, and I haven't been in contact with everybody like I should. I'm the type of person that may call you once a week, twice a week. If you're in my immediate circle, we may talk every day, or we may talk every day. And as I said, I was working out and I was going through this in my mind, going to counseling. I'm learning to be more responsive, more caring, kind. But this morning, I really don't care. I don't want to sound insensitive or anything, but the more I think about it, I've been through a lot. I raised my kids, you know, I've been through a whole lot in these last 2.5 years. I fought to get my life back. And for what I have right now, my quality of life right now, I'm not trading it for any ignorance. I'm not trading it for anybody that has any ill will. If you're mad about some stuff 10, 12 years ago, we can even reach back 30 years ago. If you're mad about that, hey man, tuck it, put it in your pipe and smoke it. That's how I feel about it. Because I really, I'm not going to say I don't care, but you get to this age and people hold on things to when you were young, or things that happen with women, things that happen, you say certain things to people and people react to, People are really sensitive these days. And I also feel good because anything I want to do, the airport is three hours away, which is a headache. If I want to do anything, I can go east, west, south, 20 minutes and be in the mix. 2 hours if I want to go home. I can get on the plane. I can do anything I want to do, and so can you. You know, and that's what gets me through the day. All the negativity and things, and all the naysaying, knowing the power I have within, and how I can continue, it makes me proud, and I'm confident. And I'm not gonna say I don't need any friends, but I'm doing this for me. Like the song says, I'm doing this for me.